This is the Dacia Sandero MK2, and if you need to replace the stop light bulb, the turn light bulb, or the daytime running light bulb, you'll need to remember that there are three stop lights. First of all, one, two, and the high mounted one. So let's start with this one because this is the easiest one. You need a Torx 15 and unscrew these two bolts. Then it also has two clips, so the easiest way to take it off is to just pull it on the side. Be careful because there is a connector and wires and you can damage them. So here's the light bulb. You can just pull it. I will not touch this bulb because it will burn faster, and now it works. So there is no need to touch in my case. And when you install the new bulb, what you need to do is to make sure that these two clips go here, and then just press it a little bit, and this thing sits in place. And now you just need to screw back two Torx bolts. Don't over tighten these bolts because they sit on plastic clips and you don't want to damage anything here, so just a little tightening will be enough. Now we replace the high mounted stop light. Now when it comes to these lights, it's a little bit more complicated. First of all, it depends on what side you're working. Let's start with this side. And here you have the jack, which you will need to take out in order to get some more space. So taking out the jack, you need to unscrew it a little bit and just move it out of the way. And then here you have the holder for the headlight. No tools needed, surprisingly. And then you have the connector. Press this upper holder and just take out the connector. Now your headlight is free, it can move, and you need to use this black plastic to pull the headlight a little bit, and then it jumps out of connections. And be careful, you need to put it on something soft. And here you have the cover of the lights. Now it's a very good idea to first put a sticker to a place with the malfunctioning light, because it's a little bit complicated after that to understand which light you need to replace. And there is another way to solve this problem, I'll show you. So here are the clips. There are 4 of these clips that you need to undo with your hand carefully. And when you take out this thing, you have 3 light bulbs here, and on that side you have 4 because it has a reverse light. So first of all, you may just replace both these bulbs if you don't know what's bulb for the brakes and for what's for the DRL, or you can connect the thing to that connector and see which bulb doesn't work. So to replace any of these 3 bulbs, you will just need to press on them a little bit and turn them, and then you take out the bulb. Please be careful with the sockets, because as you see, the light for the DRL has this socket with unevenly placed contacts. So when you insert it, just press on it and turn it clockwise. And when you want to take out, press on it and turn counterclockwise. So the stop light will have the contacts placed on the same level as you see. So this is a little bit different socket, and they are not interchangeable, so you'll not be able to put different bulbs. So you'll not be able to put this bulb here, for example. Contacts are different. And when you replace it, wipe the bulb a little bit so that it doesn't have a lot of your grease from the skin, or just use gloves, don't be like me. And then you just need to put it back carefully where you should sit. Be careful to not damage this rubber thing that protects it from water ingress. And then just be careful with these guides. They are just guiding the cover to put it in the right direction. If all the guides are in places, you will just need to press on each of the holders and make sure that 4 holders lock. 1, 2, 3 and 4, each one locked. And then the last part is to install carefully the headlight. As you see, it has some guides, plastic guides, and also it's important to remember about this thing. It should be locked here. So it's not really convenient to do with one hand, but I think you'll be good to go if you use 2 hands. So position the headlight properly before you do anything. And when it's positioned, just push it a little bit. Be careful with this little holder here. It should be very close to the metal body. So if you have a big gap here, just look at this side, which I didn't touch. There is no gap, so you shouldn't have any gap here, like here. So be careful, and if something is wrong, just take it out again and try pushing it very straight. And it's not actually that hard. I think I had one failure, and then after I understood what was going on, it was pretty good for me. So this is the screw holder for the headlight. Shouldn't be extremely tight, but still it should be quite tight. But this is plastic, so be careful not to break it. And then the last part is to put back the jack. It has a big bolt here, and there is the opening for that big bolt. So just install it like this. So move it in place and just tighten this plastic nut a little bit in order to make sure the jack is sitting pretty tight. It probably should face the other side here, but anyway, it sits tightly. So here's how you replace the bulbs for the stop lights in the Sandero MK2.